What would you do if you found out a wanted suspect the police are hunting is actually watching you from inside your own vents right now? This is what happened to this family. A real life Among Us day.
Come on outside. Your hands rock to
What's going on here? Okay, so Ian, is Thomas Lopez staying up here?
This is the father and son who own this ranch house in the New Mexico desert, miles from anywhere. Police believe a murderer is hiding inside their home.
In the middle of nowhere is so good to hide. That suspect is seriously smart.
Thomas Lopez, a man who, days earlier, beat his girlfriend to death.
Do you know where he might be staying at or anything?
What did she do?
But what makes this interesting is that the son is in fact hiding this man, and the father is about to find out that his son is protecting a murderer inside the vents of his own home.
Wait! I wasn't expecting that. Why would you protect a murderer in your own house? Did the son got deceived? Like he got lied to?
Vent?
Thomas, talk to me, man. I know
Among Us, bro.
Here for simple stuff. Yeah. So what's up? She's dead.
I think the son did not know. Right.
On the 24th of February, police were called to a hospital in New Mexico to investigate something horrifying. 26-year-old Sabrina Calderon had just been brought in, unconscious, covered in bruises, barely clinging onto life.
Wait, she's still alive!
Her name is Sabrina Calderon.
Calderon?
Is in such dehydration that her kidneys are failing. She is too sick for even us to take care of.
And who brought her in?
I believe they said they thought it was her dad.
What is that, would you say? Is that something from being hit?
Probably. She's 26 years old. She should not be in this condition.
Right.
Sabrina is in such critical condition that the nurses are almost certain she won't survive. But what
I wonder if the killer is the one who brought her in or someone saved her. She managed to escape.
made the hospital so suspicious is that Sabrina's injuries were that of someone who had been viciously beaten, and the man who dropped her off left almost as quickly as he possibly could. The hospital called in police, but with no leads, the cops decided to use her emergency contact info and call up her dad to see if he could shed any light on what just happened.
Can you hear me now, Mr. Calderon?
Yes.
Could you tell me what happened real quick? Why she has these injuries?
Yes, Thomas Lopez. He got it from here. I guess that.
Okay, it's her own dad. Okay, makes sense.
Knife point. He took her over there, and
where's over there?
It's a ranch house. He had her locked up in the room, and he was just beating her. She said he was beating her every day.
That was
a real-life basement incident. It's lucky that she managed to escape.
Disturbingly simple. Apparently, a man had taken her at knife point from her dad's home and was beating her every day at a house out on a ranch somewhere in New Mexico. The cops find it extremely strange that he never contacted police, so there is some amount of suspicion to cast on him. Regardless, they ask him for some details about the guy that he claims did this to her, knowing that if this lead hits a dead end, they know who to suspect next.
Where does he live at?
He was just going from place to place.
How did you get her?
He ended up taking her to the hospital, and I thank God for that. And dropped off and took off.
Do you know what he looks like?
I sure don't. I sure don't.
This person sure is suspicious. Are you sure this is the dad?
Say his name one more time.
Thomas Lopez.
Thomas Lopez. Okay.
Police now have
But they know the name. So like she managed to escape and go back home and told her father, something like that?
Name. Thomas Lopez. The victim's father claims that Lopez was the one who both attacked and dropped Sabrina off at the hospital, which would explain why he was in such a big rush to leave.
Where do you think he resides mostly? In Carlsbad or in Portales?
I mean, he's just staying wherever he could, I guess.
It seems like Thomas is going to be extremely difficult to track down. The cops don't have a description of him, he has a common name, and constantly jumps from place to place without a known address. If
I'm kind of confused. So who brought her in, huh?
This guy had gone on the run. It could be weeks before they managed to find him. But that's when everything changed. Sabrina briefly woke up and found the strength to confirm that it was indeed Thomas that had done all this to her, and she managed to give police the address of the ranch her father mentioned. All
that's
before
nice.
taking her final breath and dying moments later.
No!
Sabrina had just solved her own murder.
If you wanna do something right, you gotta do it by yourself. It's like, if I disconnect, I'm taking you with me.
Immediately, the cops head to the address heavily armed, knowing that they might come face to face with an aggressive killer. However, there is one problem. Police haven't had time to get a search warrant, meaning that they have no right to enter the home without permission. That means they're stuck outside, knowing that just feet away, a brutal murderer could be hiding.
Hit the fence. It's never been publicly released, but now
Ian, is that
it
you?
released.
Ian, come to the front door for me.
Hold on a second. Who is it?
It's the sheriff's office.
Let me see your hands. Come outside. Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands. Is
Wait, which one is Ian? The son that hides the killer?
the dog okay? Yes, sir. Hey, Rice, I got contact.
I don't have nothing.
Okay, sit tight
It's a very nice doggy.
right here, man.
Okay, yes, sir.
Two doggies.
This is Ian, part owner of this ranch and good friend of Thomas Lopez. Sabrina had told cops about him and said that he could be vital to tracking Thomas down. At this point, the cops have no idea how much Ian knows, but they do know that his house is supposedly where Sabrina was attacked. For all they know, he could have been involved as well, so they have to be extremely cautious when dealing with him and clearing out the house.
Who's all here, man?
I would like to believe that he did not know, because who wants a crime scene to happen in their own house, you know?
My father, my friend, Bugsy.
What's
Bugsy?
Bugsy's real name?
I don't know.
Come on
Huh?
outside. Keep your hands where I can see him.
Hey, what's going on here?
Thomas Lopez staying out here? Or has he been out here?
Been out here a few times.
Yeah.
I'd see. Is there anybody else inside? You said Bugsy. If I could go with you with the
Who's
dog, can you call her
Bugsy?
outside?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want me to go get her?
Yeah, well, just
Her?
please.
Bugsy is another one of Ian's friends that happened to be staying at the property around this time. She couldn't have anything to do with the crime, but cops are still pleased to hear that there might be another witness, and
A lot of people living in this house, bro.
someone that could help them track their suspect down.
So what we're doing is we're asking everybody to come out of the house. We're fixing to do a search warrant on the house. Supposedly there was an incident a couple of nights ago where somebody got beat up out here. And so now we're securing the house to do a search warrant for evidence. Okay.
See how Perry keeps looking over to Ian? It's almost like he knows something is wrong, because this isn't
Yeah, well.
the first time that Ian's brought criminals over to this house.
What?
Something police
What is wrong with this? Bro, I think you should disown your child. He can't keep getting away with bringing criminals in, bro. It's so dangerous. What if you're the next victim? Let him live on his own. He wants to bring criminals in his own house? Yeah, let him. But with you in the property? No.
would later bring up. With that said, Perry obviously doesn't want to give his own son up to the police, so he decides to stay quiet.
Okay, he's a doting father, but logically speaking, no parents wants to give their child out.
We're good. We're out here with Ian Whalen and his dad, and so there's nobody else in the trailer. So both are just chilling out here for right now. But we're Temple.
Notice how Ian doesn't say a word. That's because he, just hours earlier, helped Thomas crawl into the vents inside his house to hide him from the cops. However, his father has absolutely no idea.
Yeah, we're good. We're good for the next few minutes.
The poor dad is like the son. Is he one of those people who likes criminals? Because there are people who thinks that criminals are cool or something.
Just your warrant? That'll work. Thank you.
Well, we don't have it right now. We're getting it. Like I said, we just
don't
came
have
here.
it? Okay, well then we don't have to do anything you say.
We're securing the house.
You don't actually have a warrant.
No, I do not
Yeah.
have a warrant.
Okay, Ian.
Hold on.
I can't do
Hold on.
anything.
Come here.
If-
Come here.
I'm exercising my right.
Ian, come here so we can talk.
Okay,
Would you mind if I walked inside with you, just so we can make sure there's nobody else inside?
Sure.
Okay, I will go with you. Like I said, I'm not looking for anything except for just make sure there's nobody inside.
But there's
They're
Bugsy.
still not 100% sure that the house is empty. Ian mentioned someone called Bugsy, but wasn't sure if they were still around or not. So the officer prepares to head inside and clear the scene with Ian.
Wait, so it's like a tenant. They live in your house and you collect their rent or something? If it's just like a random friend staying for the night, I don't think you will not know if they're not there.
Okay.
Bro, it's so weird.
You mind if I flip on some lights?
Yeah, go for it, man. It'd make it easier for both of us.
What's so dark? Bad feng shui, bro. No lighting.
And you don't
What?
have anybody staying with you currently?
No.
It's a big house.
No.
I just want to make sure, not somebody waiting behind me,
Behind me.
Okay. Do you mind if I walk, make sure there's nobody on the side?
Go ahead, man.
Okay. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, absolutely, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, bro.
Thank you. Do you mind if I walk in here?
Go ahead.
Like I said, I'm not worried.
Go ahead, dude.
I'm not looking for anything. Just make sure nobody's in here.
Where are the windows?
Sure. Yeah, it happens, man. Do you mind if I take a look inside?
Yes.
Pull up the curtains.
Appreciate it. That too.
Okay. Thank you.
My cross speed filming.
He
Right
could be
on.
crouching.
Do you have just
This officer just took a look for a while. Who knows that the person is crouching down?
friends stay from time to time, or you have?
Yeah, once in a while,
Pull up the curtains.
Hey. Hey.
Sorry, my bad. Hey, I'm right here.
Okay, come back here.
What?
You under the covers. Let me see your hands.
Whoa.
What's up?
There's somebody under the blanket there. You under the covers. Let me see your hands.
Oh, is that
Let me see your
Bugsy?
hands.
It's not a guy. But you see it's not a guy.
Okay.
Alright.
Mind coming with us, ma'am?
You're looking for a guy.
Okay. No, she's fine.
You're looking for a dude.
We're not looking for her, but we do, ma'am, need to ask that you come outside with us.
Clearly, Bugsy isn't the person they're looking for, but she would turn out to be extremely useful to the case down the line. She's
Oh.
been staying at the house recently, so the cops keep her around thinking she might have seen something Ian didn't. The officer
I did not notice when she got up from the bed, but she's such a tall woman.
then clears the rest of the house and finds
So
it to
tall.
be totally empty. In the meantime, the officer outside catches Perry
like-
up on everything that's been going on at the house lately and what they plan to do in the search.
So y'all are referring to this Thomas girl, aren't you?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Thomas has gotten himself into some pretty heavy at this point, so.
Yeah, but what I've seen of it, I don't care for the dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
Keep this between me and you. I'm here trying to make shit right, and I apologize for my son. You know what?
No, it happens. What's up? Okay.
You're not a dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
We get it.
Yeah, obviously not the guy we're looking for, so.
Mr. Whalen?
Yes.
So they're fine where they are right now, but what it's sounding like is the investigators are wanting to do the entire property covered in the search warrant.
I actually feel bad for the dad. He just wants to live with his son, but his son keeps on bringing these criminals in his house. They did say that it's not his first time hiding a criminal. Like, what the heck?
So,
What does that mean?
well, meaning the car's gonna have to stay here. They're okay in there for now, but they are asking.
The entire property.
Yes,
Y'all
sir.
want to go through the barns?
Yes, sir. That's what it's sounding
We
like.
could probably go do that right now. The
Well,
well house is locked up and the barn's unlocked.
okay.
But I could take y'all on a tour if you wanted to.
Yeah,
we're
he's
gonna wait
being
for them to get the paperwork
cooperative.
done, just so that I don't think, I'll be honest with you, I don't think Thomas is hiding in the shop or something like that. But on the off chance that he is, I don't want him to have the ability to talk to a lawyer and say, well, they illegally searched the barn. Even if we have permission at this point, we're just going to kind of stand by and do it by the books of the paperwork, okay?
The thing is, Officer Rice was wrong thinking that Thomas wasn't hiding on the property. Had he gone looking for him on his own, things could have ended much,
Yes.
much worse.
What is in the vent just there, looking? A question, if you guys have vents, like, look at it, it's such a big vent. Do you, like, occasionally go in the vent and clean it? Or you guys have services like that?
For him. However, the day is coming to an end, and it's time for the officers to go over everything they've figured out so far. However, they can't risk Ian or Perry overhearing any of this. See if you can figure out why that might be, and we'll reveal it after this clip.
She's been living here? Probably. Did you ask her?
No, I haven't asked her expressly.
I would ask her. Because if she has been living here, she might have witnessed this.
She
Sorry, I don't
knows.
mean to be on edge, but you know.
Yeah, especially after. Yeah.
But, I guess the way to look at it, she died from that whole situation. Like those people.
I see. I'm guessing there was some internal injuries. Okay. So it wasn't like we tracked her down. It's the way it seemed. Okay.
The officers are clearly trying as hard as they can to conceal the exact details of the case from Ian and Perry.
So she was like held hostage. It doesn't seem like they have a basement. At least the police didn't get to see the basement. But the father doesn't even know that someone was getting beaten in his own house. And the son doesn't know too. That's so weird.
Because detectives plan to interview them later, so the less information that gets put into their heads, the better. This is usually for two main reasons. If they're guilty of something, this stops them from changing their answers to hide evidence based on what they know. Or if they're just a witness, it stops them from giving answers based on what they heard from the cops rather than what they actually saw, protecting their credibility in court. It should be made clear that this isn't the first time that cops have been dispatched to Ian's house. And in fact, multiple criminals had been arrested here before, though never Ian himself. He just seems to hang around with the wrong people.
What is wrong with this guy? I seriously think he thinks that criminals is cool. I swear he's one of those people.
Let me tell Ian.
Okay.
Hey, listen, they're expanding the search to the whole property. We cannot take the car.
Okay.
What?
So, okay. So
Yeah,
the thing
it's
is,
your fault.
is you guys physically yourselves are not being detained, okay? Any other than I guess today, any other issues going on?
No.
Nothing? Okay. That's good, I guess.
Fortunately, no.
Yeah. Got a nice place out here. I'd be more selective about who comes out.
Yeah.
Yes, dude, honestly, when I lived down in the county, if I had friends over and they brought somebody I didn't know, I would straight up tell them back, guys, I'm cool with all y'all. So, but him, I don't know him. And if I don't know him, he doesn't need to be here.
If you haven't noticed, the longer this goes on for, the more uncomfortable Ian seems to get. And as that continues, the cops start to get more suspicious too. After having multiple criminals caught and arrested on his property, you'd think he'd start to be more careful about who comes over.
Right?
That's what made the cops suspicious here. If he's been hanging around so many criminals, he might feel obligated to cover up for them. That's the main thing on the officer's mind when he decides to bring Ian to the interview room, but they actually decide to wait before questioning him. They have a fairly large number of witnesses for the case, so they want to get as much information from the others first before talking to the riskiest of the group. Ideally, they'll get information that could help catch Ian in a lie and force him into telling the truth. So they start by questioning his father, Perry, the owner of the property.
Too many.
I wonder where did frigging Ian got all these connections. Like a lot of those connections, those friends are criminal. Where? Is there a blog on this? What the heck? It's like a website or a WhatsApp group? What?
People coming and going. I'm getting sick of it.
How they know?
You were in your room. They had been there a couple of days. You heard her getting slapped. You knew she was getting slapped by the way she was sounding. You peeked out. Ian was telling her, hey, y'all need to calm and quit, or whatever he said.
They
girl
know!
outside,
What?
this Elizabeth chick, and some other guy gave the girl that was being slapped after she said, y'all need to help me.
But that, apparently, this is two different women.
Huh?
See, I thought the girl that got beat up was not this girl.
Wait, you didn't call the police?
No, I'll stay.
Wait, huh? You heard someone was getting beat up in your property. I know that you're scared, but at least, like, call the police. You're not seeing them again, maybe? Like, you don't want your house to be a crime scene. Like, now. Look at what happened now.
Back in my room.
But you saw a woman getting beat.
Yeah, but I didn't think it was her. She was already in Carlsbad, right? Is it time for
She just
That's
barely
not
got in
an
Carlsbad,
excuse.
probably Friday.
It seems that Perry absolutely heard Thomas attacking at least one woman, but wasn't able to confirm who it was. He backs up Ian's propensity to let anyone and everyone over to the house and tells the cops that it was bound to end up badly eventually. If Perry can identify the girl that he saw Thomas hitting though, it could be a massive help for the cops, as it would mean all the evidence lines up and they can begin their search for him immediately.
Suppose we just got you got the faces mixed up?
Yeah, I do that a lot.
I thought there's two.
There is Thomas did beat up another girl that he has warrants out for his arrest now too. That's why he's running.
Does he beat up every woman he comes in contact with?
Like the dad is genuinely racking his brain on this. I feel bad for the guy, but yeah, like what I said before. You heard someone getting beat and you don't call the police? Like, at least you don't want your son getting involved with these kinds of things, you know?
See, I thought we was talking about another woman. I knew of this chick, the picture you showed me. I knew of her going to the ER. But the chick that I heard through the wall saying, y'all gotta help me, was not her.
Perry is saying that he had heard Thomas beating a girl up, but that it was a completely different girl to the one that they were looking for. So now, there was even more reason to catch him as soon as possible, as...
Bro, he looks so smug that makes me want to punch him.
It seems like this wasn't an isolated incident at all.
Maybe I'm confused. Because, okay, once she went to the ER, she never went back to the house, right? Okay. I'm thinking of another chick. Does that make sense?
No. But we'll figure it out.
I'm sorry, man.
I'm sorry.
I feel bad for him.
This whole thing is just confusing for me. I need to be more involved, I know, with who comes and goes, but you know, he thinks he's a grown-ass man now. And Ian's gonna have to start putting his foot down about who stays
You're the
at the
dad
house.
too.
Plain and simple. Well, we need to get this man.
Perry unfortunately didn't have much else to add, so now they turn their attention to Bugsy, their surprise witness who might just have the answers they're looking for.
Okay, because you might have seen or heard something that happened out there at Ian's house a couple of days ago.
Honestly, I just got there today to do some laundry, so I have...
Well, Ian says you were out there a couple of days ago whenever this incident happened. Okay.
Oh.
Do you know Thomas?
He snitched?
The guy that's always out there with Ian and all them guys?
I mean, I've seen him a few times out there, yeah. I mean, even if I was there, I didn't see none of that.
Did you hear any of it?
I didn't.
At first glance, it seems like Bugsy might not be as much help as they anticipated. But things can change quite quickly when a witness is told just how serious the situation is. That's why the officer decides to let her in on what happened to Sabrina and see if that jogs her memory at all.
The reason
Maybe this girl is scared like she's gonna be one of the suspects. Like she didn't want to see him as an accomplice kind of thing.
It's because there's a girl that was with Thomas. Today, she started having complications from what Thomas and Sabrina had an altercation over.
Okay.
She is now deceased.
Oh, she did not know.
Unfortunately for the cops, this didn't change the fact that Bugsy hadn't seen anything at the house. However, she was able to give them one piece of information that could end up proving infinitely more useful than what they were hoping for initially. She gave them the address of another house Thomas was known to stay at. Inside that house is actually another one of Thomas's victims, and the police are about to discover that he's actually a serial domestic abuser. This is crucial to build a strong case against Thomas.
There's a freaking 3 more! And it's not even his own house, what the heck? I mean, I get it if you keep bodies in your own house's basement. This is like other people's basement, bro. What the heck? How is he getting away with this? What are the house owners doing?
Good, and yourself?
Pretty good. Alright.
Yeah, we're looking for Thomas.
He's not here. My friend Monique, that's her boyfriend.
Okay.
She asked me to stay here because she's...
Is Monique not here either?
No, she went to Clovis.
It's his one of his girlfriend's house.
He's not supposed to be
We just
here.
really need to talk to him.
He's not supposed to be here. We changed the locks for her. She's really scared of him. So.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, we changed the locks for her.
Okay.
She doesn't have a phone here.
Was she battered a while back?
Yes.
Is that what that... Do you mind if we just make sure he's not in the house?
That's fine.
You know.
What's that? I'm her friend.
But nobody else is in this house?
Yeah.
Dang, this guy is so arrogant. He even beat his other girlfriend in her own house. What the heck? What is wrong?
Is that she called me, said she was scared of me.
Uh-huh.
My boyfriend changed out the locks from her. He took her phone.
Oh, he took her phone?
He took her
When you're saying
phone.
her, who are you talking about?
Money. She hasn't been here all day, but I can't stay here for her.
But she still lives here?
Yes.
She hasn't had contact with him that you would know of? She pretty much wanted nothing to do with him? How long ago was their incident that happened?
That was yesterday. But she called me and told me to come change out her locks because she's scared of me.
It turns out this is the home of the other girl that Thomas had reportedly been beating, which, if anything, is worrying the cops even more.
Yeah, in
Since
her
we know
own
he's
house.
not limiting his violence to one girl, it would make sense if he's hiding out here waiting for
That's a lot of crosses, bro.
this girl to come back home. The homeowner, however, is telling the cops that he's not here and she's not seen him for days.
Is she working or where is she at?
She just got a rehab. And so she went to Clovis with her daughter.
Oh, I mean, I guess that's what I mean.
Oh, so it's not her own house. It's like she's a tenant here too. Yeah, so like the house owners aren't even staying there. Then it makes sense, okay? Yeah.
So it was about 7:30 yesterday.
Does he have any friends around here that we know of? That he hangs out with? Family?
Of him because she's my friend.
Uh-huh.
But I know she don't have nobody who terrorizes her.
Do you think he still has her phone?
Oh, he does.
Get that number.
He does have her phone.
The officers continued to search every room in the house as well as the attic, but weren't able to find him
The
anywhere.
attic.
According to everyone they talked to, Thomas had gone off the grid and was nowhere to be seen. But
He said
there
the
was
first
still
location.
one person they hadn't talked to. The one person that they knew was acting strange from the very beginning. Ian Whalen. If anyone was going to know where he was, it was going to be Ian. So later that night, they brought him into the interrogation room for hopefully the last interview that they'd need in this case.
Their cameras are down, so I'm using this thing, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
I'll explain to you why we're here talking. You're not in any kind of trouble, okay?
Thank God.
You're not in any trouble. You have any idea why you might be down here?
Well, yes.
Accomplice.
Because of the fight or whatever, I guess, that Thomas had. Right?
You know anything else about it?
So they think that domestic beatings are okay. So they didn't call the cops. But because of that, someone passed. And then it became a big issue, huh?
No.
Remember, Ian hasn't been told any details of what actually happened yet. He doesn't know that Thomas killed Sabrina, or even that there was a physical exchange. But that's all about to change
How did he not
in
know?
just a few moments.
Tom, let's talk about Thomas.
Like, at least the beating, he should know.
Lopez. When's the last
It's his
time you
own
seen him?
house.
It's been about like a day or so.
A day or so? What about his girlfriend Sabrina?
About a day or so.
Okay. What happened between Sabrina and Thomas?
I just like heard an altercation. I didn't like see anything. I just heard them screaming at each other enough to where it alarmed me.
Were they inside your house when they did that?
Yeah.
When they were screaming?
Mm.
Okay. Was there anything physical going on, or just screaming?
Nothing.
Did you see anything physical? Did you hear anything physical? Did you hear her yelling stop or him stop or anything? No? So whenever you heard screaming and stuff, where were they at?
Suspicious.
Like, I guess it would be like down towards the kitchen area. I don't know, I heard them yelling and whatnot, and I went out there and I was like, hey man, are y'all okay? And they were just like, yeah man, fine, you know.
And what did she say?
Nothing.
Yeah, man,
It's
you need to
clear Ian
leave.
was around when the fight happened, but it seems like he didn't realize how bad things had actually gotten. Apparently, Sabrina was actually crying when he went to talk to them, but he just figured it wasn't his business and went back to sleep in his room.
But
You know what the
it's
fight
your
was
own
about?
house.
I don't. And honestly, I've got so much stuff of my own crap. Like,
Okay, when's the last time you heard from Sabrina?
I don't know Sabrina. Like, I'm not making this up. Like,
But
not
she
know
was,
her.
That's Thomas's girlfriend or whoever.
I don't even know that. Like, I just know that there was an altercation between. I don't even know if this Sabrina is, if this is who, like...
Messed up teeth?
I'm assuming that's who it was.
So that day that whenever we went out there, was it the same chick?
As the officer mentioned earlier, Ian has a habit of letting people that he barely knows stay at his house.
I know!
But it turns out this is a recipe for disaster. Since people know he likely won't get involved in their business, they see this property as an area out in the middle of nowhere where they can do whatever they want with no eyes on them at all. Initially,
This guy just picks up like random people from the streets and you want to live with me, or that random people on the streets just go to his house and be like, can I stay here? Do you have a free room for me to stay? I'll pay the rent or something. What the heck? With no background check or anything. Well, technically we don't do background checks, but yeah, at least you need to know the person, unless it's a rental house and you don't live in there.
this only resulted in smaller crimes, robbery or drug possession. But this time, it turned into something much more serious, and Ian is now about to find out exactly what happened.
Do you know why I'm here?
No.
Remember I told you last time we don't come over here for simple stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember you told me that. So what's up?
She's dead.
Ah. So like the beatings are okay. You don't care about the beatings, but if she passed, then it's a big deal, huh?
You're f***ing me. What happened? Do you know?
I can't
From
believe.
what she told us before she died was that she was getting her ass beat by Thomas over at your house, in the barn with the golf club.
Died?
And so whenever you heard him arguing, when he was saying he was getting pretty rough with her, what did you see him do?
Like just slapping her.
Slapping her. Well, I'm just trying to figure out what happened. And first of all,
I'm telling you,
if he was in your house, you didn't even know.
Yeah,
so
your house is a crime
From
scene.
the very beginning, cops figured he knew a little more than he was letting on. Now he knows exactly what happened, how serious it was, and what the consequences will be if he doesn't give up everything he knows.
Yeah, he might
Not
just
only
talk.
will he be implicated in the crime, but if Thomas is on the property and he ends up harming an officer, that will be his fault. The question is that enough for him to turn in his friend?
When's the last time
It's
you seen
not a
Thomas when he-
friend anymore.
Is he at your house?
I don't know.
Where does he hide in your house whenever the cops are trying to get him? Where would he go hide inside? We're over there. Okay, the house is secure. We're gonna search warrant for it. Where would he be hiding? If he's in your house, where would he be at? You don't want that problem at your house.
Yeah, you don't want that problem in your house.
Have you seen Thomas?
Dead.
Have you
Yeah,
seen
just
Thomas
tell,
dead?
bro.
Tell me the truth, man.
Yeah, I mean,
Where was he at when you seen him?
in the house.
Okay. Was he there when the cops got there just a while ago? Ian.
Yeah.
Just
Don't hesitate, bro.
This is Ian's ultimatum. Ian had been put in a scary position. He knew what the right thing to do was, but he was also terrified of this footage getting out. Amongst the people he
Well,
hung
it got
around,
out
he didn't
now.
want to be seen as someone untrustworthy, so he asked for the camera to be turned off and told the detectives the truth. Ian admitted that Thomas was at his house. In fact, he was hiding in the vents. Apparently, that's where he
In
was
the
the whole
vents.
time. Now the cops knew exactly where he was, but getting to him would be no easy task. To arrest
Would the guy be already long gone? Because it's been like already a day.
him, they'd have to try everything they could to make contact with him, or else get into the cramped vents with a known killer.
I mean, it's cramped. You can't stretch your hands, he can't stretch your hands. You just use your head to bump each other or something. Just kidding.
Right. I mean, he knows we're here. Yeah, I assume he knows we're gonna come back. I guess. I don't know.
Headbutt them.
Might be in the vent.
Yeah, that's what they're claiming. That's what Ian is claiming, is that he might be.
So if he's in a vent, the only one large enough for an adult that I know of is when you go in. There's a hallway that goes all the way to the back of the house. There'll be a blanket in the hallway right now that'll cover you.
As we go in, still clear all the little areas that we go past. I don't want to get fixated and have him come in behind us.
Yeah, if you hit
Yeah.
that vent, the only downside is you'll have 2 rooms to clear in the hallway before the vent. So the last door is literally next to the vent.
We'll figure it out if anybody sees something weird.
Several cops made it to the scene a few minutes earlier and have managed
I guess the guy can't escape because like the police is securing the perimeters. Although they can't search the house, but they're securing the perimeters maybe.
to locate the
Like
vent
the
they
whole
think he's
day.
hiding inside of.
Thomas, this is the Roosevelt County Sheriff's Office. Come outside.
He's not answering.
You try. He might answer me. Let him know if he doesn't respond. Doesn't come out.
I don't think they will respond.
Look around here. Thomas, Roosevelt County Sheriff's Office, Deputy Bachman. Come on out, man, with your hands up. Know you're down there.
Is that the vent he went in, or this?
That one. It's got a
It's just
huge
over. I saw it. It goes down. There's no access back there.
Maybe he's stuck in the vents.
Because Ian had the screen.
He
He
was.
puts the vent back on, so he knew he was down there.
The officers are right. The vent cover couldn't have been put in place from the inside, so Ian had to have helped him hide. But they'll figure out what to do about that later. For now, they need to figure out a way to get Thomas out of the vents. To start with, locate his exact position, and they came up with a creative solution to do this.
Ah,
He was right
let's
there.
hear it. Tear gas.
How far?
Throw it in the vents.
Approximately?
He's all the way at the far end down there, and that other vent's back.
Just trying to see if there's a mirror.
I got a good point. Just needs duct tape and
Oh, they want
I
to
got tape in the garage.
mirror him out.
you take a phone and flashlight together and stick down in
It'll
there
be a
so we
jump
can
scare, you know.
and light 'em up and just confirm.
It sounds far-fetched, but after pointing a phone and a torch deep into the vents, they
Okay.
were able to confirm precisely where Thomas was.
Did he not see that phone?
It looks like you can see the back of his neck, a jacket.
The problem was,
He's still
he
in
still
there.
wasn't responding, and they certainly didn't want to get in the vents with him.
It's a hole. I actually thought it's like a paper or something, but this, I think it's a hole which leads deeper down into the vents.
The vents with him. So while another group of officers checked the outside to ensure he couldn't escape, the cops tried desperately to reach out to him. But quickly, they started to get concerned about something else entirely.
He might be stuck in there.
Thomas, if you can hear me, man, answer. I know you're down there. We saw you in the pictures. Answer me. Just let me know you're okay, man. Are you okay down there?
Is he stuck? Help, step bro.
Yeah, no movement. It's not that door. Like you would think that he'd shuffle a little bit. I haven't heard him.
Well, it looks like he moved since
Yeah, but like no noise, nothing. Oh.
Señor López, estoy invitado a la oficina del sheriff. Está bajo de arresto. Necesitas levántese ahorita.
Thomas had been down there for hours now, possibly even days. The cops know he's there,
Yeah,
but
he is
they
in a
haven't
loss
seen
of
his
oxygen.
face or any movement whatsoever. They're fearing the worst, but they still can't risk going down there with him. That's when one of the officers gets a genius idea.
You're going to want to push him back this way because he's going to have to come out this way. So if you introduce gas, you want to introduce
Ha 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 ha.
Okay.
Throw in the gas.
Spray? Yeah. I would introduce it down there. You want to do the same thing with a video? It may make him uncomfortable enough that he'll come out. That's gonna make
He's
him stop.
already losing
From now, it
oxygen.
looks like he's facing us.
Hey, his head's up here for sure. Because he went in feet first.
Yeah, because you don't want him to crawl, so I would introduce it over there too. Push him this way.
Yeah. Introduce it on that side.
They're planning to shoot pepper spray into both ends of the vents, forcing him out. If he was to stay inside, he'd end up choking and writhing in the pain the gas caused. But it
Sheesh.
turns out, this plan
If anyone Google which one is worse, pepper spray or tear gas.
was so smart and terrifying to Thomas that they wouldn't even have to put this into action.
What?
Hey, come on out,
Okay. You don't have backbone.
Dude, come on out. What did I do?
I can't. I'm stuck, bro.
Come out and we'll talk. I'm a little scared for him. No, there's nothing to be scared about. Come on out. I've been beat up by the cops before. I understand, but nobody's gonna hurt you. I just need you to come
Yeah,
out
well.
slow.
But you are the person who beat up the lady, you know? You can beat up another person, but another person can't beat up you.
Yep, we'll get you something to eat. Go. We'll get you some.
Starve inside there.
You're 75. You got some dirt in there. You want to take the head off? You should go.
The concept of being stuck in the vents with the pepper spray was just too much to Thomas, and with some convincing, they were able to get him out.
He didn't want the
ideas and
pepper
tactics
spray.
used in this extraction were far from textbook, but they were incredibly smart. Now they just had one more job to do: interrogate Thomas and finally figure out the truth of what happened to Sabrina.
What impressed me is like the vents isn't that dirty. Because look at him, I imagine that there's a lot of spider webs or something stuck on his hood, but it's clean, bro.
Move all this over here, okay?
You speak English or Spanish?
Both.
Okay. You want
Preferably
Okay.
English though.
preferably English, and we'll stick with English. So listen to
We
me.
are in America.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Well, what we are here for is what happened with Sabrina the other night. That's what all this is about.
There is an enormous amount of evidence against Thomas. Remember, everyone involved in the case has pointed the finger towards him, including the murder victim herself. But that doesn't mean he's not going to try and defend himself. Notably, without the presence of a lawyer. The story he chooses to go with, though, isn't the most convincing.
Okay, we talked to Sabrina. Okay, she told us what happened to her. Okay, I need you to be honest with me and tell me the truth. Okay, were y'all guys fighting that night?
It was just an argument, that's all it was. We weren't fighting. We didn't get physical.
How many times did she hit you?
No,
I
she?
don't want her to get in trouble, sir.
Okay, how many times did you hit her?
Wait. He did not know. I think he did not know that she passed.
I didn't hear her, sir. We just bumping each other, like, you know what I mean?
Did you shove her down the steps for her to cause those injuries?
I would have showed her. That's my kid's mom, but
Y'all guys have a kid together?
I don't want her.
So tell me what happened in that bar.
That's what she felt. And sir, we went back there and argued because we didn't want to be arguing in that house. I don't want to get thrown out because I don't have nowhere to live.
But
apparently,
well, clearly you don't care about getting thrown out because everything happened in that freaking house.
They went out to the barn because they didn't want to argue in the house, and Sabrina slipped and fell down
Lies.
some steps, causing all of her injuries.
You guys are arguing, okay? And it did get physical, but you didn't want to tell me what happened, right? Is that what you're telling me? It got physical, but you didn't want to tell me what happened.
I thought he's gonna cook up a good excuse since he had so much time in the vans, but never mind.
Honestly, we just kind of like we got in each other's face about it. Like,
was that the same night you took her to the hospital?
I mean, it was ongoing for like a couple of days.
So you guys were just like basically arguing for 2 days?
Pretty much.
What was the pushing and shoving?
I want to say pushing and shoving. We just kind of
The chest bump or whatever you want. Yeah, when was
Chest
that?
bump.
That's during that night when she fucking fell.
Okay, so you guys do this chest bump.
What the?
We don't want to argue in that house because I don't want to get thrown out of there.
Thomas is
You don't
also
really care,
claiming
though.
that he didn't hit her or even push her around. The worst they did was get into each other's faces and bumped each other's chests. As I'm sure you're aware, that's not exactly consistent with Sabrina's injuries or what she told the police. But Thomas's story gets even more unbelievable as he continues.
So then you guys go out to
Imagine
the bar.
a lot in that van.
We were just sitting there, just smoking a cigarette and stuff. We were up there.
So you guys go up, and are you like upstairs in the bar? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, in that loft. We started up there, and then she started coming back down, and she loses her footing as she goes down the damn steps.
So when was the
pick her up, walk her to the house, and she's like, well, if I can't bear it no more, then I need you to take me to the emergency room.
So when was the chest bumping or all of that?
Is he
when
the
was that
one who brought her to the ER?
It's kind of in the beginning we got in there, then that's when.
How'd she fall down the stairs?
She lost her footing, I guess. Like you look at the stairs and there inside that place, there's a big gap between each. It's not constructed pretty good. It's like something just put together. Like,
How dare. You live
from
there.
the top all the way to the bottom?
It's like halfway. Maybe
I hope, hopefully it's not for free.
All kind of junk and stuff that's in that barn.
Yeah.
So, not only did
Not only did he talk bad on the architecture in a house which the son let him live there, hopefully the son did get some sort of rent out of him and he's not living there for free. And he's complaining about the architecture. How dare.
Thomas not have anything to do with her injuries, but when she got hurt, they'd already made up. He believes that this story has explained away why Ian will have heard shouting in the house, why they went out to the barn, and why Sabrina got such horrific injuries. This is why it's so important that detectives keep as much of the evidence as possible secret. He's constructed a story that technically covers up all the evidence that he thinks exists, and while it's not comprehensive, it would definitely make proving his guilt in a courtroom slightly harder. But it doesn't explain a huge number of other things, like how the injuries were sustained by a golf club or the drugs Sabrina said he injected her with. Both things he doesn't know the cops know about. And in fact, he was never able to explain these other things away. There was simply
Clearly he had some mushroom powder in his head, so the excuses doesn't really excuse much of his actions.
too much evidence for Thomas to deal with, and he chose to plead guilty at his trial. Nurses from the hospital told the jury that Thomas had initially told them she'd fallen down the stairs too, but Sabrina immediately refuted this claim when she woke up. She said he'd hit her multiple times with his bare fists, struck her multiple times full force with a golf club, and had her tied up to a chair in the barn for a large amount of time while this all happened. Even worse, she said this had been going on for around a month, and for the entire time, she felt as though she had been held captive. Obviously, there wasn't much Thomas could do against this defense, and he was convicted of murder, kidnapping, and resisting an officer. He was sentenced to 18 years behind bars.
What the heck? Only freaking 18 years. Sometimes I don't really get why some criminals get heavier sentences and some get lighter ones. I know he pled guilty, but it's still first-degree murder, you know?